Ever wondered what makes up our blood? It's a fluid that courses through our veins, delivering life to every inch of our bodies. But blood is more than just a life-giving substance. It's a complex mixture of cells, proteins, and fluids, each with a unique role in our survival. Today, we're going to zero in on two key components of our blood, platelets and blood plasma. These elements are not just fascinating to learn about, but they're also crucial for those studying medicine and anyone interested in understanding the inner workings of our bodies. From regulating blood clotting to carrying essential nutrients, hormones, and gases, these components perform functions that are vital to our existence. So, as we dive into our veins, let's start with the smallest, yet one of the most vital players, the platelets. Imagine being a little disc floating around in a sea of blood, ready to spring into action at a moment's notice. This is the life of a platelet, also known as a thrombocyte. These minuscule blood cells, which lack a nucleus, play a critical role in regulating hemostasis. Their small size, measuring only 2 to 4 micrometers in diameter, belies their enormous presence. In fact, there are between 200,000 to 500,000 thrombocytes in every cubic microliter of blood. And despite their short lifespan of 8 to 11 days, they are ceaseless in their mission. Now, you might be wondering, what is this mission? Well, the primary function of these tiny warriors is to cause hemostasis. This is the fancy term for blood clotting. When you get a cut or a scrape, it's the platelets that rush to the scene, clumping together to form a clot and stop the bleeding. Acting like a super efficient emergency response team, they prevent you from losing too much blood. It's astonishing to think about, isn't it? These tiny discs, invisible to the naked eye, working tirelessly to keep us safe from something as simple as a paper cut to as serious as a deep wound. And while these little lifesavers are hard at work inside us, they float in a sea of plasma, which is our next topic. If our blood were a cocktail, plasma would be the base, the fluid where everything else mingles. Imagine a bustling city teeming with life, activity, and constant movement. That's what plasma is like. It's the largest component of your blood, making up about 54 to 55% of its overall volume. It has a distinctive straw yellow color, and it's primarily composed of water, plasma proteins, and a smattering of other elements like nutrients, hormones, gases, and ions. When you remove blood clotting proteins from this mix, what remains behind is called serum. Water is the major player here, accounting for about 90 to 92% of plasma. It's the life-sustaining river that keeps everything flowing, dissolving components for transport, regulating temperature, and maintaining the fluidity of the blood. Next, we have plasma proteins. They make up about 7 to 8% of the total plasma. Think of them as the city's workforce. They're diverse and have different roles. There are albumins, globulins, clotting proteins, lipoproteins, and other conjugated proteins. Each of these has a unique function, from carrying substances to helping blood clot. Electrolytes or ions are the city's power supply. They're present in trace amounts and include sodium, potassium, calcium, phosphate, magnesium, and iron, among others. They help to maintain the body's pH balance and regulate fluid balance. And let's not forget the nutrients. These include glucose, amino acids, fatty acids, and vitamins. They're the food supply that keeps the city's inhabitants healthy and energized. Hormones secreted by different endocrine glands are the messengers. They communicate vital information throughout the body, helping to regulate various functions. Gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide are present both in dissolved form and bound form. They're the city's breath, vital for life. Finally, waste products like metabolic wastes, urea, and creatinine are the city's garbage. They're substances that the body needs to get rid of, and they're carried away by the plasma to be excreted. So there you have it, a quick journey through the life-sustaining rivers that run through us, our blood, made up of platelets and plasma. Our journey through the bloodstream might have been short, but it's packed with vital information. We've learned how platelets, these tiny yet powerful cells, are essential for blood clotting, and how the fluidity and richness of blood plasma with its myriad components plays a crucial role in our health. These invisible actors keep us alive and well, day in, day out. Next time you look at your veins, remember the microscopic world of platelets and plasma that's hard at work inside you. Until our next journey, stay curious and keep learning.